Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babble. That is me on this revolutionary rise of enterprise at this time. If you are tuning in with me, guys, this is video number 2 for a call intercepted, my first video that I had to take. So, going back to another line, I really lost that space over time, but I'm going to continue from now and just be however it's going to be, because I freestyle, flow, free. The divine existing inside of me, and I just allow the channeling to be, and I don't even think, and I just like, oh, I hope that made sense in some kind of way, because I don't think, I just do, right? Pisces rising too. I said that came up in the other video that will be shared before even this one. So by the time if you watch in order, any kind of thing. Also know that this is video number 2. Did I say that already too? Make sure to see number 1 first. Obey your thirst. And just be. These cards are a little cute. See, but how is this? So I'm saying celebration before I went to number 2. 3 of Cups here, some unity, 2, wreath, friendship, celebration. These divine feminine energies celebrating their own cuppets of lovets. The divine feminine energy being tapped into at this time. Whether you're a girl or a guy, gender specifics has nothing to do with any of this because it's about energy. You know what I mean? It's like the unicorn in me. You know? I believe in unicorns. You see? Oh. We're gonna have this hat on. Okay, but 3 of Cups energy. And this is safe for here. Like I said, this was a new one. How do they do this? Patience. This ain't rehearsal. This is action. What was the thing? 2 of Cups, right? 3 of Vessels here. Oh, it's 3 of Vessels. A celebration of joy and love. There you see, like this unification, this celebration, this elevation. It's time for us to align in that kind of comfort of being able to feel okay to celebrate without having to have that fear-based mindset of limitation that causes you to hesitate or deliberate and go another way. But meanwhile, you want something like this anyway. Like, people, self-sabotage too. So I just feel like, I don't know if that's coming up. Maybe that is for some too. Like, maybe you have a hard time believing in the good times because for so long everything's been so bad. And so it's just like, I'm scared of the good times, man, because then it's all gonna go bad, and then I'm gonna get disappointed again, and then have to get all depressed and come out. That's self-sabotage. Like, where is your faith? Where your cloak of truth and wisdom too, to align joyfully with you, to know that as you vibe, you align with your soul tribe too. But first you must meet with you to know this alchemy in you to vibrate and frequency the deservingness energy that you deprive yourself of in some kind of way, instead of allowing yourself to celebrate in some kind of way. That had to be for, maybe that's not for everyone, and again, these are general messages too, but if you wanted a personal reading one-on-one, you would have to then request that with me. But this is just many people that are gonna tap in whatever amount of span of time I'm living in public, guys. Like, it's free. So over time, like, whenever someone chimes in, it'd be for someone. You know what I mean? But like, because this is celebration, and I'm looking at it like celebration. I want to celebrate. I'm here to celebrate. That's what I'll do. Every day, I dance to, stretch to, align, do what I do. You know what I did today? I gave myself a day off. Canceled everything. Why? Because I can. Do I critique myself bad because that's what I decided to do? I needed that time. ooh, schmoody right now is I'm being honest with myself this time. And, that's coming from a positive space. Everybody's like, oh, how do you do? Like, again, like if I'm going to bring up my class on tomorrow. Guys, you have no idea how unprepared I feel at this moment in time, but prepared all day. It's something. I'm just gonna let the divine speak because this is interesting. The revelation that comes when you activate and just do. Like, there's no, think about it, just be about it. Like, the hangman surrendering to, the divine at this time and allowing yourself to simply just surrender. To surrender to what is coming up. Maybe go upside down. That's what's up. So that you can allow the stream flow of what needs to be made known to you without the avoiding of it too, because it's rising in you. So you assist it in some kind of way, like, it's just symbolic in that kind of way where you can, hang upside down, like, look, he's hanging upside down, like, surrendering to how things are going to be, because you only see things out of that box, that conditioning that you're now jumping out of. You see, taking that leap of faith and going a new way that you can't see, and how uncomfortable this can be, but I surrender to the alchemy in me that leads me to go in this authentic, truthful way that is aligning me with now, today, that I'm vibrating. No longer ashamed, no longer denying, no more running from myself, no longer wearing a mask, like, you're just, like, finding your own truth in that and surrendering to that, and it's not an act. No lie needed be remembered, because you are you, and whomever and whatever cloak you come out into. I wear many different outfits, okay? We all do. Who say you can?
Are you still?
Yes.
Is my drink over there?
Yes. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah, you saw mine. It drips. Look, I picked it up and it drips. That means you didn't even close it right. So had I not picked it up, it could have spilled. Okay. So yeah. Do I kick her ass? No. Is that what I mean when I say it out loud? You see? No, because I know the alchemy in me. I love her. She's my seed. I would never kick her ass, you see, and she knows that too. But I speak free. We have that understanding, overstanding. We both have this humor. But to know that and be solidified in that, can't touch that. You know what I mean? That takes practice. That takes vision to be executed, because that's what you want. Like, when I thought about the feisty Jen from, let's say, back in the day when, she had a chip on her shoulder, because woe was she with all her misery, and yet she was this jolly thing, but still inside deep, a shell of her own being, of existence that she denied all of the time. Miserable is that kind of life too. Depression in a different kind of way, even if they act like they are happy and joyful, you see. There's something deep that's just like, whoa, alien is me. I don't belong here, you see. Why am I here? This shit can't be it. Are you kidding? Right? How many take flight and then you hold on tight to this falsified life? Something's not right. Well, I don't want this for myself, right? To, you put into action for your satisfaction. But that's the thing. That willpower, that drive, that, I don't care what anybody gotta say this time. That that part is a lie, because we still do. How often more than not, I still get my feelings hurt even though I know better. So we do better, which is why I act better. But it doesn't take away from the offense or the defense or the hurt feels. Like, why does that have to be real? Why you gotta feel that way for? Oh yeah, I feel you, even if I don't say nothing. Because you're entitled to feel however you feel. And I know I shouldn't be taking it personally, but it doesn't mean that it's not offensive, you see. To the human side of we that just, we all want to be accepted, great, like adored, loved, understood. Somebody to, we all want somebody to love. Somebody to, I don't know that song, and I'm just hearing it a little bit in my head, so whatever. Anyways, but you know what I'm saying? So like these planets that are retrograde, they're cleaning house in different ways. We're working on our communicates too. So while you hanging, you also reflecting, introspecting, but communicating too, because these people celebrating. Look at them. Each of them looks different. They're not the same, but they're united in that kind of way. So tribes, by being aligned, we're finding people because we're learning discernment this time, and it's like, oof, that person's nice. Pisces rising, this came up too. Pisces rising signs are the soft-hearted, dreamy type. They carry mystical, somewhat ethereal vibes. Like Pisces moon, my Western too. Extremely sensitive by nature. Pisces rising signs prefer peaceful interactions and avoid confrontations at all costs. Not an objective thinker, the Pisces rising sign tends to passively cope with situations. They can become detached when upset and will manipulate their way out of any situation. Pisces rising are adaptable and can change to fit their environment or fit in with others. Pisces rising signs require a partner that is reliable and provides stability. Proves stability too. Fuck that. If you don't see, if you're not about it, you're not about it. You'll see through the actions of who and she. You can't duck potential. Well, you can duck. You should duck potential, because I said duck. It just replace the D with the F. I didn't want to say that, because then you get dicked up the ass most times, because you saw their highest potential. And one of the lessons hardest to learn in this world is most times it was the potential we believed or we saw, and we disillusioned ourselves, to see something else, or just, not address or deny or brush under the carpet or do something that, because, confrontation is something that was not comfortable for ourselves in this living in conformity, and, and the suppression, oppression, the energy that exists. There's just so many layers to this, and that heaviness that has created this for everyone in their own kind of way. So we can, expand that level of how, alright, we're different. We're different, but we're the same. In our own different kind of ways. Okay. I have compassion for you. But that's also been a freaking problem too, because we have compassion for the wrong people that just don't have it. They have no care for you. They don't love, and I hate to say it like that. I'm like, oh, it's because they don't love themselves, and I'm bad-mouthing them. I'm not bad-mouthing them because I have compassion for you. But fuck. They're relentless. And they have no compassion for you, right? No more. That's like that movie with Jennifer Lopez. Enough. There gotta be a sword drawn line. Like, fuck this. You know what I've been through in this life? I'll kick your ass. Don't play with me this time. I know how to be nice. I'll kick your ass. You know what I mean? And that's like that ego, and then you gotta defend that too. So, whatever. Anyways, but you know, I'm allowing the human to speak a little bit too here because she's more relatable than the high almighty Jennifer that has gotten crucified in her life. Oh, the philosopher. Oh, do you behave and don't get off your high horse kind of thing that she still hears nowadays whenever she says anything because nobody wants to hear anything, and that's just the trigger therapy part of the shadow therapy part that if you're interested in shadow work, which is tedious, and the workshop with me, we go deep. It's a 3-hour workshop, you know what I mean? Not the first one, though. The first one is the assessment to go over so you can know what to expect and see if that's even something you want to go that deep, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like just the first thing to just creep. But after that, it's up to you, you see, because I don't work with anybody that doesn't want to help themselves. Like, I refuse that kind of help. Like, I've done that before, been there, done that, that's why. No. Do you not want it? You don't have to have it. You know? Alright, so, no more being a chameleon. Just be free to be you, you know what I mean? Like, that's the message that I'm receiving for this. Like, be free to be you. Whoever's tuning in to. Be free. Be free to be you. So far, a message for you. I don't know if that's gonna be the title too, because it's not like sticking. You know what I mean? Alright, no. Oh, I have my Alice cards again, so, you know. Alice is my friends. I love my Alice. You know? Look at this. Neil, go back to sleep. What's the matters? Go drink some waters. Okay. He's like 13, 14 years old in every kind of way. I have things today. I was like, I'm gonna give you a bath. But yeah. Hey. Good job. Okay. Right. So, right. So there's just like a lot of things right now going down. Karma, wow, right? It's real, oh, profound. But it's not. But it is. But it's not. But it is. Anyways, there's no debate for this. Both exist. The side of the spectrum that you sit on, though. Interesting, isn't it? Right. As Shivas. Right. Oh, this one's by itself. Pisces rising. That's good stuff. That's the one. Okay. Pisces rising. What messages? Almost. Okay, double whammy, because this we got yesterday too, which you'll receive before receiving this. Hey! Which literally it was yesterday's video. Well, or today's or whatever. Like, I don't know. Same day. Hours later though. All must have prizes. Trying to please everyone. Right. No more. Start pleasing yourself. Like, but you gotta get really real. Really, really, really real. Like, even realer than what you think you are right now. Like, even realer than that. Realer than that. Okay, get out of that. That self-imposed prison of the mind. Queen of Cups energy happening at this time. You got choices you see out there. Stop looking near me. Go over there. Thank you. Nope. That way. Go. Okay. And then climb over everything and knock everything down and then rub it and like, at least the cats, when they come, they don't really bother. They just meow. Yeah. Looking out there, wondering, wow, like, what seeds are you going to plant now? Alright? But we're touching the lands of these cups. Getting out of this mental purgatory of feeling like you got no other choice. You see, and that you gotta continue to be this lie you see, like, stop me. You see, or maybe just the conditioning parts that are coming up now, all this retrograde seasons coming about, like plucking everything out, right? That is causing stuff that you've forgotten about to just come about. So it's not to experience again, it's just to transmute, my friends, because it's healing, revealing. No more people pleasing. still showing up in some kind of way. Like you want to be accepted by whom? By what? For what? Namaste. In your own lane, in your own place, and let's go in for your win so that you can see everything that you need to breed and seed within you, you see, and have right. It requires some worth of work for you to do, right? Okay, right, do. Because if you watch the other videos now, I'm recalling, right, free balling. Anyways, that this Ouroboros style, going back to my videos from last year somehow, or a year and a half, 2 ago, I was talking about this Ouroboros, the seeds we sow, and the portal that had grown and was open, you see, offering an opportunity for all of us to evolutionize and seed something new that would succeed if we took that leap of faith, even though we couldn't see. And it was a 50-50 thing. The 50-50 thing that split down the line. Some took the leap and now they're reaping that at this time, wonderful time. No matter what's happening outside, they're right. Right? Right. Because the magicians creating this, no more resistant. We got hit with this. Go that way. Stop it. Go that way. Go. I'm already going on top of everything. Nope. Okay. Right. You see? He want to keep pushing himself up on what I'm telling him not to, right? So that's probably like, okay, we go back into hybrid season. The hybrids are having a little bit of troubles resisting the push-ups because they still people please. Go, no. That way. Go, no. That way. Okay. 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 And maybe there are certain things that are coming up now that are old feelings from some time long ago. And you're like, why am I even thinking about that? You have every tool that you need to transmute the thing that is being brought to the surface that maybe you have missed, that is resurfacing, so that you can alchemize this and be the elixir, the thing that further infuses and evolves your seed. Be about those things. You know what I mean? Because judgment's here. Right. 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 Working on everything that we need to do. Like, you know. Yeah. That's part of it, too. That hurt. That some don't want to pierce through. But the swords are already pierced through the heart. You can't change the reality of something. Then it's time for you to think about how you could change the perception of the reality of that something and focus on something that's beneficial to you based off of the truth. Because no longer will you hide behind, deny, or not address this sight, hurtful it can be. But the swords are already pierced through. You see what I mean? It's already through. Granted. So the next step is you either choose to stay here, because watching it, take them out. Alright, that sucked. But I'm a magician. And I decide that no longer will I allow things like that in my life. And so you start to observe yourself like the scientist that you are. Because who know you better than you? Exactly. So if you don't know you better than you, believe that there will be someone out there that would see and come in and be like, ooh, I got to puppeteer this one right here because they don't even go inside, my dears. And what kind of life can you imagine with some seed like that? Exactly. Sort of truth. when we're creating our new, we'll be as realist as can be us for ourselves, because we love it ourselves, because we're tapping into that divine energy, right? Being united, supported, and in ourselves, that we found unification in others. We see as we are. We see as we are. So the next time you see something, take a step back and see as you are. Mirror, mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the cutest of them all? Riding into victory. Knowing that one has the reins to change, to ride, to drive, to do anything they want to do at this time. Like me, I took the day off, guys. Sure, people didn't like. Alright, I wasn't doing it to not be nice. It's not personal, right? And I don't mean to sound like, stern in that kind of way, but I'm just explaining the principle behind knowing thyself in truth. To stand in your command, to know that I'm not taking advantage of you, man. This is what is being guided through me to do for me, because I need this, you see, because all I do is a worker bee, especially physically on my whole entire body. And then now I'm starting to teach, because everything's starting to resume after this whole kind of COVID thing too. My little yoginis too, my yogis. And there's one particular place every single week that I'm going to be teaching 8 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? And just imagine with all the other physical manual work that I do, every day. And then readings and writings and creativities and being a mother, being, so many things. And one that you have to take care of yourself, not run yourself down because you want to people please somehow. That's a perfect example of people please. One of the peeps begging me, please, no, I need you, please. And of course you want to be everything you need to be and want to be, because that is your seed. When you identify with the thee, the me, the cuppeth, you see it, that I drink it, the myselfeth, and alright, okay, I play with myself. You should. I should. What's wrong with that? Right? And then think about it. Especially like going back to the beginning of this, if you are like me, then that you take care of every seed, everybody, chances are you need a you in your life to do for you what you do for others. And I'm not gonna get emotional when I say that, but it's the truth, I say it now honorably to myself. I need a me in my life. But I have a me in my life. And that me, spicy as can be, and fights back, you see. And if anybody want to go and stand in my way when I'm taking my care of myself in every single kind of way, and I've always been like that in every single place that I've ever even worked in, even when I worked for people. I do what I want. And I'm not saying I do what I want and do a horrible job. I'm an excellent employee. Oh, yes. Excelled in every avenue at best. Of course. Right. So honoring the sacred vessel in myself, I deliver this, for the example for your own health, wealth, stealth, so that you can take with it the message and find your own resonance that power uplifts you to do for you and take care of you and honor you as you should do, no matter what state, no matter what's going on. And if you can't find something to do for you, whoa, take a freaking bigger step back too. Because what do you like to do? What's calling out to you? What is your truth? Start with that. Date yourself. Even if you're with another, get to know you clearly. If you can't even answer for you, like, I don't know. What's if people, I don't know. What's this? I don't know. I don't think about those things. I just work, take care of the kids, take care of my husband and my wife. Is that even living? I know I get a lot of people like me that are saying it's the opposite thing. This is your opportunity to seed. And walk away from the things. Willingly. Because you know your worth, you see. Like, too much. Too much. I need to take care of myself. Because if I don't do for me, clearly that's what I teach then you to not do for me. And I don't accept that either. So who better than to train yourself with than yourself with to cater to you? Oh, I'm going to go record. I guess this is going to be, I don't even know. Number 3. Shoot. And then number 2. Tune in for number 3. I'm just on a babbling spree.